Hiya there, welcome to Off the Cuff Review in a slightly different scene today with me, Jules Brown, and today I'd like to review a CD. I listen to CDs as well as vinyl. Of course, vinyl can price you out sometimes because it's so expensive, and in fact, most of the music that was released after 1990 I tend to listen to on CD. It's a practicality thing, really. Just because maybe 1990 was the kind of time when most of us, or just before 1990 perhaps, when we started to buy CDs, and I just carried it on. But anyway, enough of that quick yakking. Today I want to review the debut album. Here it is on CD by Son Volt, called Trace, released in September 1995. And what a lovely cracking album it is too. Son Volt formed from the demise of Uncle Tupelo, which was the two main guys, Jay Farrar and Jeff Tweedy. Jay Farrar went off to form Uncle Tupelo and Jeff Tweedy formed Wilco. I personally took the Jay Farrar route, and I've never really looked back. This album, as I say, came out in 95. I first heard it a few years down the line when I started to discover alt country and listen to alt country a lot from about 98, 99 onwards. And I've never really looked back either. The first track on the album is a track called Windfall. It's an absolute beauty of a track, a real weepy. May the wind take your troubles away. One of those you might find on a jukebox somewhere. I've certainly found it on obscure pub jukeboxes in England. Listening to that over a pint of real ale. You can't whack it. It's a lovely song. Track number 2, Live Free, is more of a upbeat Uncle Tupelo feel. I think REM Fables of Reconstruction, only less whiny. Track number 3, another absolute weepy, Tear Stained Eye, fantastic song. Features Dave Boquit's banjo, some pedal steel in there, lovely harmonies, just a really catchy tune is Tear Stained Eye. Track number 4, Root. This one rocks with open hi-hat and up-front rock guitars, which Jay Farrar has done throughout, on and off throughout the 9 or 10 Son Volt albums. You can't really go wrong with any of them. They're consistently good Son Volt albums. It's going from basically 7.5 out of 10s through to 9s, 9.5s, and pushing 10 maybe. Definitely. Track number 5, 10-Second News, is an acoustic driven bluesy number. This shows the kind of social conscience driven songs that Jay Farrar writes as well. Maybe alienating some of his audience who think that politics and music don't mix. But it's a recurring theme in Jay's songs. More of a sparse number, 10-Second News. Another really nice, decent song. Then Drown, which has got cowbell and rock guitar, almost AC/DC-esque, but without the AC/DC lyric lines. More 70s AOR, radio friendly, with a staccato chorus. Again, that's quite an evident thing that happens quite a lot. Trademark Son Volt and Uncle Tupelo too. This staccato, stopping and starting, quiet bits, loud bits. Now I'm going on to track number 7 because I've never owned the vinyl copy of this album, so I don't know when side 2 starts. So it's probably started already. Loose String. This is a mid-tempo number. Find the pieces don't fit in, loose string. Number 8, Out of the Picture, really nice acoustic driven, slower number. The fiddle in there blends in beautifully with either a pedal steel or a lap steel, of which I'm not sure which one it is. It could be both actually, because both feature on this album. Really nice song again. Track number 9, Catching On. This is more of an up-tempo rock-based guitar riff with some jangly guitars in there. The open hi-hat is there again. Great, exciting guitar riff. The quiet and the loud, the stop and the start. Some guitar tremolo, good tremolo guitar, even guitar whammy stuff going on in that one. Catching On, good number. I'm sure it's a good one live. Track number 10, Too Early. Very slow acoustic number, lovely song. Features accordion by Dan Newton, dobro guitar, another very decent, beautiful song with accordion solos. And it finishes with a cover version, a Ronnie Wood song called Mystifies Me, which is on Ronnie Wood's debut solo album, I think. This has got a very, funnily enough, Wild Horses, Stonesy, Faces feel to it. Almost like a campfire jam sound, laid back, and a beautiful way to end a really, really great album. As I say, you can't really go wrong with Som Volt, even with Jay Farrar's solo albums, which he's done 2 or 3. They're a bit more psychedelic than the Som Volt albums and a bit more experimental, but they're also worth venturing to. But I would start with Som Volt and maybe with his debut album, their debut album called Trace. It's a 9 out of 10. Definitely a 9 out of 10. Anyway, thanks. That ends my review of Trace by Som Volt, released in September 95. Thanks for listening. I'm Jules Brown. You're listening to Off the Cuff Reviews. And please do subscribe by pushing that subscribe logo and make a comment if you wish. There's my notes. And hey, here it is. Here's the album again. Som Volt, Trace, their debut album. Lovely listen. Thanks for listening.